This is another example of creating a part in SolidWorks, wherein we can find the mass properties of this part at the end of the drawing. First, we need to analyze this drawing. So for example, we have this kind of parts. So we need to set the decimal places, whatever you need. So if there is none, you can set this to none, and then decimal places, 3 or 4. So it depends on the problem then. And the part origin is arbitrary. And there is a note here, all holes true, all unless shown otherwise. So all the holes that we're going to use here is all true. So that is the end condition when we're using the cut extrude. Then the material that we're going to use is the titanium. So titanium material, you can find it in selection of the materials on the other metals. So the density, just double check the density. So it's 0.0046 gram per cubic millimeter. So this is the density of the titanium that we're going to use. So at first, we need to analyze the drawing with the given parts. So we have here the given dimension, the value of A, B, C, and D. And you have the top view, the right side view, and the isometric view. From the top view, we can analyze that the value of B here, so the dimension of B is 68. The value of D here is 28. And on the right side view, we can find the C, the dimension of C, which is 116 millimeters. Now from here, we can start our drawing in the top view. So the top view, we can start with a rectangle. So giving the values of B and C. Okay, then we need to extrude it by 13. By 13 to give the thickness on the drawing. Now on this value, instead of 80 millimeters, we can change this parameter. So the value of A. So in this example, I will use a 90 millimeters height for this value of A. Okay. So instead of 80, I will use 90. But first, I need to do the base of this part, which is on the top view. From here, I can go to, you can set the units first. You can go to options, document properties, units, MMGS, and the length, just set it to none. Okay, set it to none, and okay. So from the top plane, you can go to sketch. Then the rectangle, I can use the center rectangle here. So from the center, I can draw one rectangle, giving the dimensions of 68 and 116. Check this thing, check mark. You can go to features, extruded base. I can extrude it into 13 millimeter thickness. So 30 and then select this green check mark. So I have it, the base of my part. And here on this side, I can go to this face, do my sketch, press Ctrl-8 on the keyboard to make it normal 2. And then I will draw another rectangle here. From here, instead of center rectangle, I can use a 3-point corner rectangle. 3-point corner rectangle, this is my first corner, second corner at the end, and here. So I have my rectangle here. I can give the dimension at the height of 90. So instead of 80, I will use a 90 millimeters height. Okay, so select the screen check mark. I can go to features, extrude boss or base. So I'm extruding this rectangle, but in reverse. Okay, so the same distance, 13 millimeter. Then select the screen check mark to reverse the direction. Reverse the direction. Then select the screen check mark. So if you will rotate it, you can see it is extruded on this side instead of this side. So I'm reversing the direction. So from here, I will look at my figure. I have some corner here, filleted corner here with a radius of 25. Okay, with the radius of 25. So features, fillet. I can select this corner here and the other side, and I can assign a 25 millimeters radius. 25, press enter, select the screen check mark, and that's it. Now from this face, sketch, I can draw one circle having a diameter of 18. With the distance from this corner up to here is 19. And from the center up to here, I have 25. So let's double check our dimension here. We can get it from these points. See here, this circle is 18 millimeters in diameter. Then the distance from the top is 25. The distance from this side is 19. So it is symmetrical. So we can mirror the entities on the other side. From this point, select the screen check mark. I can draw a center line from this point up to here. Press the skip button. So this center line will serve as my mirror point. Okay. So mirror entities. Entities to mirror, select the circle. Mirror about, select this window. Select the center line. It's mirrored on the other side. Select the screen check mark. Then we can go to features. Then extruded cut. Select this command here, extruded cut. And let's check it as blind. So let's check it's blind. Select the screen check mark. So it is extruded both. So if you will just check it, we have two holes here. So remember, all holes are true, all true. Okay, it means it is extended all throughout the part. So let's check our drawing again. So we have here the circle. Now from here we have two circles here on the middle. Okay. So it looks like a cylinder. So we have two circle there. So from here again, sketch, Control A, make it normal 2, and then draw two circles. So at any point, so one circle, and then another circle, and check for the dimension of this circle. So one is 32 in diameter, and one is 25 in radius. So the diameter of this is 50 and 32. Smart dimension, give the dimension here as 50. So the radius is 25. Then the diameter of this is 32. Now from here, we can locate the center point of these two circles by giving a dimension. So from here up to here. So to make it on the middle, so let's say the total length is 116. So divide by 2. You can get it by 58. So this is the distance from this corner here. And then from the top here, let's check the given dimension. You can see we have from the bottom. From the bottom, we have 38. So we will use this dimension on the right side view. So 38, okay? So 38. So from the center up to here, we have 38 millimeters. So we can delete this one first. So instead of giving dimension on top, you can start from the bottom here. So we have a 38 millimeters distance, okay? And we have some sketch here on the top, this portion here. So we can do that sketch by creating a line. So you can start your line from here up to here, and then draw an arc, okay? So an arc, so you can just go back to the last point Again, go back to the last point to create an arc. From this point, and be sure that this is 90 degrees. So this is vertical. Press the escape button to terminate the command. Again, one line from this point, connecting with the circle. Be sure it is 90 degrees. So it is on a vertical. Now from here, create a smart dimension. The radius of this arc is 9. And the distance in between is 38. So 38. So from the center point up to this line, so we can say 38 divided by 2. Okay, 38 divided by 2, because the distance between these two lines is 38. So from this line also up to the midpoint can give a 19. Okay, so 19 millimeters. So this automatically adjusted, and we need to locate the center. Okay, so this point, agree with this dimension. So this point and the midpoint, press shift on the keyboard, hold it. So we need to locate the center point and make it coincident. So it is fully defined. Okay, it is fully defined. Let's check our dimension. So this is what I'm talking about. So this is 38. So the distance between two lines is 38. And you have here the radius is 9. So from here, select this green check mark. We can do our extrusion. So we need to extrude first this one. So the larger circle, which is the value of D. So the value of D given is 28. The value of D is 28. And the upper part, the upper profile is 25. The upper profile is 25. So we can get this dimension on our top view on a given problem. So from here, you can go to features, extrude boss or base, and then selected contours. Selected contours, select this outside circle. So I'm selecting the outside circle. So it says this is 20 millimeters. Select this green check mark. And as you can see, it is extruded into a 28 millimeters thickness. So again, extrude boss or base. We need to select a plane or an existing sketch. So we can expand this one. We can search for the sketch 4. We are using the same sketch. Select this sketch 4 and selected contours. Select this inside contours. Instead of 28, the given problem it is 25 millimeters. Select this green check mark, and that's it. So from here we have an extruded cut portion. So extruded cut portion here. So it is extruded all throughout, and we have all through hole here on the middle. So how to create that one? We can go to features, extrude cut. Okay, extruded cut. We need to select the sketch again, the same sketch, sketch 4, selected contours, select this inner circle. Okay, select this inner circle as well as this profile here, and we can make it as through all. Okay, both. So through all, both. So both sides are cutting. Okay, so front and back side. Select the green check mark, and that's it. So you have all through hole, cut. So there is one more features here wherein we can introduce this rib. Okay, so rib, it adds a thin wall support to a solid body. So how to create this rib? So from my drawing here, so we have one application here. So this rib. So instead of drawing a line, then extruded, so this rib will give you a correct option and accurate with accurate dimension. So here we have the 15 millimeters thickness of this rib. how to apply this rib. So from my front plane. So as you can see from my front plane, I will go to sketch, press Ctrl-8 on the keyboard, and I can draw a line starting from here, connecting at the end of my circle. You can see here. And just give a little lines above, okay? So very small lines. This one is any dimension, okay? Any dimension. If you want to put a dimension with this line, so let's say we can give a 1 millimeter distance of this vertical line. So again, so from here, connecting here, so this is the diagonal line and 1 vertical line. Select this green check mark, can go to features, rib, okay? So on the features command, so you have the extruded boss, revolve base, swept boss base, extruded cut, revolve cut. So one more application is the rib. So select this rib, select this middle part, so both sides. So we need to give a thickness on both sides. Then you can use a flip material side. So as you can see, the arrow is going up. So select this flip material, and then let's say 15. Let's do it again. Okay, let's do it again. So the rib. So rib with 15 millimeters distance. There's something wrong with this. So it is applied. Okay. So we have one rib applied here on our drawing. So what is the remaining portion here? There is a hole here. There is a hole wherein we can check the diameter. So this is also 18. Okay, so 18 and 25 and 19. 25 and 19. So from here, we can do our sketch. Ctrl-8, normal 2. So from here, draw one circle. Giving a distance of from here to here, you have 25. Okay, so you have 25 here. This one, okay, so this 25, and you have 19 on the other side. You can just select this bottom line. So 19. And we can set the radius or diameter as 18. So we can apply an 18 millimeters diameter here. Select this green check mark. So let's do the same on the other side. So create one circle here with a diameter of 18. With a distance of 25 here. And 19 on the other side. Select this green check mark, and then you can do for extrude, okay? Extruded cut. So through all, okay? Select this green check mark, and that's it. So if you want to view it on isometric, you can go here and isometric. So the isometric view is on this side. So it's done for all. We are ready to apply material on it. So So here on the material, right click, edit material, then you can pull this arrow up. So you can search for the given alloy. So for example, you have titanium alloy here, you have the zinc, then you have the other alloy. So just other material, okay, other material. So you have titanium, tungsten. So for example, I want to apply a tungsten material. Tungsten material with having a mass density of 1,000 or 19,000 kilogram per cubic meter. So this is different from the given problem. So this is just an example. I will apply a tungsten material instead of titanium. I will apply a tungsten, but you can find it on the other metals. Okay, so you have different parts here. Or I can apply a pure gold, for example. You can apply pure gold, apply and close. Now from here, you can now evaluate, get the mass properties. Okay, so the mass properties is 4621 grams. 4621 grams. So this after applying the material. So the options, you can use the length as 0 decimal places if it is required. So on this problem, this is none. The length, so none, is 0. So the answer is 4621 exactly. Okay, so this is one example of finding the mass properties.